Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sunaina. I'm back once again, and this time I have decided to do a different kind of a reading, which I have not done before, to be very honest with you guys. Okay, now this is for the twin flame journey, the people who are going through this journey. This is a non-said, non-verbal, unsaid, whatever the word could be, communication between the divine feminine and the divine masculine in their higher self in the 5D as well as in the 3D as well. Now, these are the words that both of them are speaking to one another, but without saying it aloud, okay, without actually expressing it through their throat chakra or spelling it out in the real sense. But again, at the same time, right in their heart, in their soul, in their spirit, in their body, in their mind, in their emotions, in their psychological state. This is the message of communication between the two of them that is going on at this point in time. And this is something that I have taken the time period, although it is not time stamped, but I have taken it to be towards the end of January, early part of February 2019, guys. Okay. Now, this is the divine feminine, this is the divine masculine. These are the cards for the divine masculine's non-said unverbal communication. These are the cards for the divine feminine's non-said unverbal communication. Okay, so this is what it is. And at the end of it, as I summarize the reading, this is the deck that I have shuffled, which will be taken as the message from the universe to see what the universe has to tell and talk to both these divine souls at this point in time. And that will come at the end of my reading. Now, having said that, let's look at the divine feminine's higher self, guys. What is she telling the divine masculine? Look here. She's telling the divine masculine, come on, you have the universe at your end, backing you up, covering you at this point in time, because she knows that the universe is come down to help them both, especially the divine masculine. She knows that. Okay, and this is the communication that she is giving to the divine masculine in her higher self about, she's talking about the universe which is supporting them and supporting him in this journey as well. And she's letting that know to him, as well as she's letting him know, please open your throat chakra and talk now. It's time for you to communicate. Don't sit hibernating in the dark. You know, you have done enough meditation by yourself. You have gone into hibernation. You have done your soul searching. You have done everything that needs to be done in this world, okay, or in yourself, or in the 5D. This is the 5D card. But this is the communication that she is giving out to her divine masculine, letting him know that it is time for him to stop that and to open his throat chakra and talk about it aloud. Whatever he has to say to her right now, that is what he needs to tell her. And she is also telling him to stop suffering in silence. Okay, enough is enough. That is the message from her end to the divine masculine. She doesn't want him to suffer anymore. And she's letting him know through her non-verbal communication that enough is enough. Call it quits. Okay, so these are the messages that she is passing on from her higher self to her divine masculine, letting him know what he has, the blessings he is getting right now, the rewards that are coming to him, the abundance that is manifesting in his world at this point in time that he's not being able to see, but she knows about it. And she is letting this person know that it is time for him to come out with the truth, to be honest about himself, to be honest about their relationship, to be honest about this twin flame journey, to let the divine feminine know what he has in mind for her, what are the plans for their future, what is the goal that they are going forward towards to, and stuff like that, that she wants to hear loud and clear now from the divine masculine, letting him know that enough is enough, call it quits, suffering in silence is enough, finish it off, put an RIP sign over it and bury it 6 feet under the ground. Okay, that is her message. She is very clear cut, very honest, very truthful about her communication with her divine masculine. She's not cutting out anything. She's letting the person know clearly, honestly, like the King of Sword, what she is looking at, what she wants from him, and what she wants him to do. Okay? From the divine's masculine side, boy, he doesn't have much to tell you guys, divine feminine, but he definitely has to tell you one thing. He does definitely want you to go towards your material and spiritual prosperity, towards your victory, guys. Okay, that's what he wants you to know, that even he is trying to go towards his victory. Even he is trying to build his material and spiritual prosperity that is going to bring them abundance, success, and manifestation of their love in the rightful way. And he is also telling the divine feminine that is not just that I am doing it, it is also you that I'm learning from, and I'm doing it as well from my side, and I want you to continue doing the same thing that I'm doing in my higher self. So this is the unsaid nonverbal communication in your higher self for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, guys. Oh, wonderful. Both of you guys are talking to each other, but again, not really talking it out aloud. Okay, so that is what it is. But at the same time, now coming into the physical world, the 3D non-said, unsaid, non-verbal communication. What is the divine masculine trying to tell the divine feminine? He is definitely trying to tell her that I want to rush forward. I want to fly through the sky. I want to reach you with my love, because this is the card that talks about love as well. Okay. I want to be swift. I want to take all kinds of activity that is going to bring both of us together with great haste, with great hope. I want to go towards the end, which promises us an assured felicity. Okay, that which is moving the arrows towards the love that we have for one another. Okay, and that is his communication to his divine feminine. Again, non-verbal, unsaid communication, but this is what it is he is trying to tell her. But at the same time, what is stopping him at this point in time is his fear, his terror, that what if he rushes forward and something goes wrong? Okay, how will he manage that? How will he take care of that terror, the fear that he has deep within his heart, his mind, his soul, that is kind of pulling him down? That is the word I would like to say. That's kind of bringing his motion down. It's kind of pulling him down because he's not being able to really move in the way he actually desires, and he's telling her that. He's communicating that to her, guys. Okay, that is what he's communicating to her. But at the same time, he's got that hidden enemies. He knows that in his life, and that is the danger he knows he has that could bring upon a calamity in their situation, in both their situation, in both their lives, because of the darkness, of the terror, of the deception, of the envy, and that could cause an erroneous judgment in his part. Okay, so that is the reason he's trying to tell her that even though I have all good intuitions and all good approaches that I want to make towards my love, this is what is kind of hindering my progress, that I'm not being able to completely rule out in my physical world at this point in time, because I know what it is. I know what I have in my environment. I know my hope. I know my fear. I know what it is. Okay, and please hear me out. Listen to me. Okay, listen to me. Okay, divine feminine. That's what he's trying to say. This is what is causing me or causing us the trouble of pushing the motion forward towards our love in this period of time. But at the same time, he is also telling her that I'm becoming cruel. Okay, I have got evil intentions of doing everything. I'm also kind of pushing towards a breach of faith in my zone, to so that it allows me to move forward in this relationship with you, divine feminine. I have to use the sword that, I'm kind of getting used to using the sword in a wrong way. That is what he is trying to tell her. Okay, but I have no choice. I'm not being able to hold on to this kind of fear, to this kind of terror, to this kind of darkness, to this kind of evil enemies, the hidden enemies that is coming towards me or in our journey between both of us. And that is the reason I'm having to take the sword in my hand, but I'm having to use the sword in the wrong way because I don't want to do that, but I have got no options left for me at this point in time. And that is the reason in my life I'm having to be a bit dishonest about situations. I'm doing a double dealing. Okay, I'm managing two ends of the same coin, or of the same boat. It's kind of, I'm trying to balance two sides. I'm doing a double deal here, okay? And that is the reason I know I'm doing injustice here, which is creating some vice and some scandal in our lives at this point in time, between this journey, between this moment, between this time frame. But then I have no option. I really have no option. What else can I do? Because I definitely, and this is the first card, guys. This is the first card that's come out, which is telling us the entire story from the divine masculines, soul and heart and emotions and everything, that I have no option. What do I do? Please let me know. What else can I do? Because I'm doing this double deal. I'm doing everything. I know I'm not doing the right thing because I'm not being able to actually stick to my divinity here because of all the other outside factors or the inside factors of this card here. Okay, so what do I do? What else can I do in here? I'm having to go through this cruelty, the breach of faith. I'm also having to go through this double deal, and I'm having to go through this vice, through this scandal. I'm scared. I know I'm scared, but then I have no option but to adopt this kind of energy at this point in time for ourselves, for this journey in here. But at the same time, I'm also married. What else can I do? That means he has a karmic relationship. Okay, I'm a married person. But I'm married. Even though I'm married, I know I'm honest. Okay, and I'm conscientious about the fact that I'm a married man at the same time. But then again, this is my responsibility. Okay, and I cannot leave that responsibility for something that I really want to go forward. But these are the hindrances that I'm coming up with at this point in time in my life, and I really don't know what else I can do to avoid this and make our life as smooth as it can be. But at this point in time, everything else seems to be stopping me, and that is the reason I'm having to adopt this energy, because I have no choice. That is what he's trying to tell her, guys. But at the same time, he's also telling her that there is a law and fairness in all department in our lives, okay, which is, of course, will bring excessive severity to the situation where it will be a do or die, make or break. He knows that. And this is what he's telling her. Have patience, because justice will have to step into my zone, into your zone, into our zone in here. And that is the time period that is going to come very soon, because of whatever is happening at this point in time in our world, in myself, in yourself at this point in time. But this is the law. He is the law, and when he comes down, nobody can stop him. And that is what he knows deep inside his heart, and he is trying to tell that to his divine feminine. Have patience for justice to work out in the best possible way in our situation, to bring back what we don't have at this point in time, and leave it upon justice to take care of the situation at this point, to clear our road, to smoothen the surface, to bring back our love, our happiness, our abundance, our prosperity, everything that we are still striving for, we are still struggling for, we are going forward. But again, because of these factors, I'm not being able to move in the way that I should have moved otherwise, you know. But at the same time, he also knows his weakness. Okay, he knows where he is weak about certain things because he is a simple man. He believes in simplicity. And he also believes in his decision. But at the same time, when he takes a decision, that decision will sound like a sentence for everybody. And that is what justice is going to be doing for him. And he knows that. And that is what he's trying to tell his divine feminine, is there is a law in all department. We will have to wait for justice to really come down and help us or help me to make that decision, to give that final sentence, to stop things in their way, whatever is happening in my world, in your world, in our world, to make everything right once again. So believe in that, believe in the universe. That is what he's telling the divine feminine. Don't get upset, don't take over other stuff in your life. Like, don't get emotionally upset over this situation, because you have to understand where I am talking and what I'm talking about, okay, and where I'm coming from. This is basically what he is trying to tell the divine feminine at this point in time, that I'm waiting for justice to come and help me, help us, and help our journey, for me to take this decision to move forward in order to put a sentence, a lock and key on situations that is stopping me at this point in time from moving forward. Okay, so this is his unsaid nonverbal communication. Now let's see what the divine feminine has to tell her divine masculine. What is she telling him? She's telling him, I'm here. I'm the Queen of Cups. I'm still holding the cup in my hand. I'm waiting for that love to flow into my zone. Okay, so take your time, do what you have to do, because I'm a fair person. I'm a fair woman who is honest, who is devoted to your service, to this service of our love. Okay, because I have the intelligence, I have the honesty, I have the vision of our success story, of our happiness and our pleasure, my wisdom and your wisdom and our virtues together. Okay, this is what she's communicating to her divine masculine in her way. Okay, this is what the divine feminine is telling the divine masculine. At the same time, she's also telling him, don't get angry. Don't be ferocious. Don't do things out of anger. Okay, don't have violence in yourself, because that's not a good thing. Okay, so you don't need to keep the animal lust in you, the animal instinct, you know, of doing things, because that is a very severe kind of, it will create a very severe kind of violence that will create a very evil force in our life, in our journey, okay, which is going to be fatal for both of us. And that which is predestined, but not for a very evil reason. So we have to believe in our predestiny, but not for the evil reason. Okay, so let things work out in the way it has to work out. Don't go around pushing things, controlling things, dominating things in your way to end situations. Rather, use your intelligence and wisdom to gather your self wit and strength in the right direction. This is the direction that the divine feminine is giving to her divine masculine. At the same time, she's also telling him, find new ways out. Don't lose your hope. Don't lose your confidence in this journey. Don't lose your hope upon me that I'm going to take off, or, you know, I'm going to leave you feeling cold, feeling left out in the cold. No, I'm not going to do that. So have faith, have trust upon me, have hope and confidence upon yourself, and seek new ways out to improve the situation so that we can go forward in the spiritual journey of our spiritual love. This is what the direction that she is giving to her divine masculine, and I think she is doing a very beautiful kind of work at this point in time. And at the same time, she's also telling her divine masculine, whom she loves absolutely fearlessly, she's telling this man, don't get into any evil kind of vice. Don't be weak about your situation. Don't get into any ugly fight because of our divine journey. Don't get into our corruption. Don't be don't be weak. You don't have to be, because you know I'm here for you and you know you are here for me. So don't be weak. Hold on to your strength, divine masculine. That is what she's communicating to her divine masculine at this point, because she doesn't want this man to become weak, to get into a wrongful, viceful situation where it will be full of muck and ugliness. Okay, she doesn't want him to feel the pinch of corruption, because that's not going to make her happy. So she wants to keep her divine masculine safe and sound and completely untainted at this point in time. But at the same time, what she is telling the divine masculine is also a very important, what should I say, kind of important factor here. And this is the card that I'm taking with him being married and he being conscientious about his marriage situation and things like that. So what she's telling him is this over here: with your marriage situation, divine masculine, whatever things are not working for you, you have to become a bit cruel, cold and cruel with that. Okay, use your wisdom in the right way towards gathering your conscientious self. Okay, do that. If you have to do a double dealing here, you are doing that, and you are having to kind of do a breach of faith in here with your evil intentions as far as your situation at home and your life is concerned. If that is what you have to do to a certain extent, do it. She's giving him permission here, okay? Because she knows this man is not happy wherever he is, okay? So that is the reason she is giving him permission to do what he has to do, and not hold on to certain things in his life that is making him very, 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 very unhappy. And she knows that he is unhappy. She wants him to be happy, but for him to be happy, he also has to have that sowed in the wrongful way in certain situations where he has to use it, where she knows that he has to use it, guys. Okay, so this is her advice in here, because at the end of the day, she does believe in justice. She also believes in justice, and she also wants her Six of Cups happiness. Okay, for herself, for the divine masculine, whatever you have to do it, because at the end of the day, we both have to go back and relive our past memories, bring back that cup of happiness in our life, to fulfill ourselves, to fulfill this journey, to fulfill our communion, to fulfill our spiritual union at the same time. So yes, justice is going to bring it for us, and she knows that, and that is what she's telling her divine masculine at the end. And at the same time, she also knows about this last judgment call, that sentence, a death sentence that he is going to be passing when the time is coming to him. At that point in time, when he will blow his bugle on every aspect of his life that has made him unhappy. That is the reason why she's telling him not to grieve over the loss of what has gone out of his hand, but take the two cups that is standing behind him. Look back, that's what she's telling him. Please stop grieving over the 3 spilled cups. You had enough of grieving. You had enough of sodi energy. You had enough of those things. Please stop grieving at this point in time. Turn back and pick up the 2 cups there that is lying behind you. You just need to turn back and see the gift and the blessing from the universe that is coming down and flowing towards both of us, to me, to you also at the same time. That is what she is directing him towards, to move his chariot now. Okay, she wants him to go forward. She wants this union to come forward. She wants him to move forward. She wants to move forward in this journey as well before anything else happens in here. She now wants this man, the divine masculine, and even herself to move forward. The time has come. The time is coming. She knows that where things are coming to an end, whatever has not worked for them before, that portion of their life has come to an end. A new chapter is about to open. A new chapter is about to begin in 2019, which will lay the foundation of their chariot in motion, guys. This is what she's telling him. Now let's see the card, what the first card says from the universe. Between her, okay, this is what I have to take up in here, or else, guys, you won't be able to see it, okay? He wants to move, and I am here. The universe is telling both of them, you have to be cruel, you have to be cold-hearted when you have to be, to let things flow in between both of you. So cut out things in the way that you have to, because here she is waiting for you, and here you are wanting to move forward to her, and here I am in the middle telling both of you, if required, be cold to other situations to bring your love towards your point of culmination, towards your spiritual union, towards your happiness, towards your manifestation of your abundance. That is what the universal message is for this period of time towards both of them. And at the same time, when he is talking about his fear, his terror, the darkness, the hidden enemies, and she's telling him not to get angry, not to use his force, not to do things in the wrong way. That is what she is telling him. And what is the universe telling both of them? The universe is telling both of them, wait on, hold on, guys, a little bit more. Have a little bit more patience in your life, because things are happening to you. Things are happening for a reason at both your ends, because at this point in time, if you do anything wrong, there are other people who could get jealous, who could create an internal dispute between both of you, okay, which will bring in quarrels between both of you at this point in time, where you will stink of your conscience, when your conscience will sting both of you at this point in time. So this is what the message is from the universe, to bear with the situation a little bit, okay, so that both of you can maintain your harmony, can maintain your decorum, can maintain your things in the right way. At the same time, when he is telling her that he has become cruel, he has become his breach, has done his breach of faith and everything else, and she is telling him to find new avenues, not to lose his hope and confidence. The universe is telling them it's okay. Look out for new things too. Okay, juggle yourself, juggle everything that you have at this point in time to find your new approach, to find your new destination. That is what you two both have to do at this point in time, because that is what the universe wants you to do also, guys. The universe is actually giving you the guidance here to move in the right direction, but move forward. The universe is telling you guys to move forward, to move in the right direction, but to do it in the wise fashion. Okay, don't rush forward. Contemplate, meditate, reflect upon your situation, because definitely what I should say here, definitely you are stretching out your hand towards the riches, towards your fortune, towards your magnificence. And in the other hand, there is pain, there is suffering, there is grief, there is sadness, there is desperation. Two wands are talking of two different situations in here. So choose the road that you want, both of you want to travel. Do you want to go towards your destitution, towards your grief, towards your sorrow, or do you want to proceed towards your journey? This is the rose in here talking about your twin flame. Right here, do you want to both proceed towards your twin flame journey for your spiritual communion, for your spiritual union? So choose now, guys. That's what the universe is saying. Make a choice in the right direction, because at this point in time, when one is talking about wrong things here. Wrong things in the sense that he is having to do that. His conscience is troubling him, right? The divine masculine's conscience is definitely not supporting this kind of an activity, but he is having to do that, while at the same time, the divine feminine is asking him not to become weak in his venture, because she is supporting him, she is holding him, she's giving him her pillar of strength, comfort, security, everything from her end. And at the same time, the universe is asking both of them to use their intelligence in the right way, their spiritual intelligence in the right way, to move ahead, to go forward, to fulfill their wishes, to fulfill their demands, to fulfill this journey of love in this time of space, or in this time of frame, right? Now, in the third part, or in, not sorry, third part, it's the fifth part here. Let's see what the universe is telling him. When on one hand, the divine feminine masculine is saying, I'm a married man, I have a conscience, it's pricking me, and so on and so forth. And the divine feminine is telling him, if you have to cut it out, please do that. I'm giving you permission. You're not happy there, and I know that, okay? So please, if you have to use your sword in the wrong way, do it, but get rid of the pain and suffering and the guilt and everything that you're holding on to for such a long time, because that is making both of us unhappy, not just you, okay? And it is also making us feel that we both are in the wrong place at the wrong time. So don't do that. I'm giving you permission to take care of this issue, okay? So cut it out. Use your sword to finish it off what you have to, because I know you are not happy there, okay? I know that. And this is the divine feminine's communication to her divine masculine in this portion. And what is the universe telling both of them? The universe is saying, yes, return back to yourself, guys, okay? You definitely have to use your intelligence for sure, get the right news in your hand, use your rightful alliances in this journey to build your affinity and bond and strength, and use your ancestral wisdom at the same time to keep away from false projects in life. Because this man, even though he's married, is at the time is this is a false project that he's working on at this point in time, and therefore the universe is guiding him to leave behind what is not working for you anymore, divine masculine. And that means this universe is supporting what the divine feminine is telling the divine masculine at this point in time in this card in here, okay? The universe is definitely supporting the divine feminine at this point in time, because the universe knows that even though it may sound as a wrong advice, but it is the right advice under this circumstance in here, as far as their journey is concerned. And let us see what the universe has to tell them both in here, when the divine masculine is waiting for justice to come over and begin his lawful venture in their journey, because he believes in that. And the divine feminine is asking back for her love, for her past love from him, okay, and from this journey. And what is the universe telling them? Use your intuitive self. Go down deep into your soul searching. Know the truth between the light and the dark, that you both are traveling now at this point in time, but definitely hear what your heart has to say right now in this journey, okay? So hear your intuitive self, hear your own voices, do what you have to do, but do it in the right manner. At the same time, when the divine masculine is waiting for his judgment call, the day he has to pass the last sentence, and the divine feminine is telling him to forget his grief, leave behind what has not worked for him, to go back and pick up the 2 cups for the twin flame journey to begin his progress. The universe is asking them to please hold on. Okay, the time is coming. Have patience, both of you. Things are happening for a reason. You guys are progressing towards the right direction. But at the same time, in this time frame, please hold on. have patience in this journey. Have faith upon one another at the same time. You are not going to leave one another. Everybody knows that. Even you know that. But at the same time, don't take any hasty decision. Don't do the last judgment call right now. Okay? don't don't make any don't make any choices that you are going to repent upon later on. So have patience at this point in time, because things are working for you. And when the divine feminine is telling her divine masculine to move the chariot, the universe is telling both of them, yes, I give you permission to move the chariot. Cut things out. Don't use things that is no longer going to serve you. Push those things away to make use of the right judgment call at this point. And universe, I am giving you King Solomon, the policeman, the man of wisdom, strength, command, power, authority, militant intelligence. He commands the law offices of the crown. Okay, he is that person that whoever arises out of the idea of judgment has their connections in the right place. This is the person who is giving the authority, giving the power, and giving his command to both of them to move their chariot forward in this journey. What more you guys want from this? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. And this is the last major arcana, guys. Major arcana here. Okay, so therefore take this command very seriously. The things are moving for you guys. Divine masculine, divine feminine, everybody is in their right place. Okay, but just be patient. This is again the unsaid, unverbal, no, I mean not unverbal, sorry, non-verbal communication between the two that I have managed to tap and let you guys know. Hope you enjoy the reading. Until then, namaste, khuda hafiz, God bless, take care, love you guys, and see you all soon again. Bye for now.